On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for first and 10 at about the 32. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Gibson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Room here to run. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Mills on first down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, there's something special about one of those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination. Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up. No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run with Gibson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle. That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle
and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
One more time with Gibson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wentz to the sideline on 4th down. Joey Sly is out there now for the Washington field goal. Sly able to put this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down, Mills.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now Mills.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. To throw, Mills.
Throw left side complete. That's Cohen.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Mills to the air again.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Mills to throw it.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Here's Mills.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Like 22 is
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. Dorsett making the catch. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go.
Looking to throw is Mills. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is potentially a nervy situation this close to their own goal line. Escaping the pressure right. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On first down, Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jerry Hughes make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now Wentz. Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kayvon Thibodeau. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Jerry Hughes on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Gibson again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3 quarters have come and gone.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz.
And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Washington on 3rd down.
2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? Might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Throwing, Mills. Flush to his right. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. The run between the tackles with Cohen. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Going with their tight end on 3rd. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Brevin Jordan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Dotson, he's got it. And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll go. It's Gibson. And they will get the conversion on 4th down to stay alive, but time not an ally.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. He's got it to Gibson.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Texans, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.
Meanwhile, for Washington,